to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights taking on last year's national champion, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse. Guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will put it away to start the game. And here's the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Rutgers offense is on the field for the first time today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and now you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go to work for the first time today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. On the move, it's Griffin. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. Smashes through the tackle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Makes the grab. It's Spears. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. A run for the quarterback. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Offense facing fourth down.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Direct snap. Slithers into space. Turning it on. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on third down. If he doesn't get it, fourth down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always want to go for it.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Under fire. Lets it fly. Into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Good pick up on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
There he goes. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. These old girders are rocking on wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Fighting off the defender. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Past the 20. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Might be changing the route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They're working that left side. At the 40, there he goes. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Drives into the pile just to pick up a run. They'll spot it at the 10. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. Open spaces. And he ran away from the defense. Get in. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. He leaves it with his back. Runs through a tackle. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the right. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. They're ripping off chunks of yards. They get it to the 33.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Finds his man. It's Spillman. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Touchdown, Penn State! Fit it in the window for the score.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds a spot in the middle. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He takes it at the 45. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't get any room to set up a big return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. He'll start this drive going to the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. And the Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, running back on the move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Oh, they're after him! And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Nittany Lions lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Trying to get it to the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Finds the tight end. Great move. Now he's got the ball. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Tight end now in motion. The give from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal coming up. Strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he's going to bring it out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possession.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The short hands, it's Congo. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab. For the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Shotgun, they go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Griffin. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Right on the money.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. They'll move the tight end. On third down, he drops the throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and
He's got it, first down and more. He's brought down, but he's... Inside the 10, first and goal from the 8. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Rutgers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Rutgers, 31.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Spears. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down, but not before. They get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Nittany Lions are threatening in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. Off the RPO, complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his hands.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today.
Into the secondary on the right. He was loose and setting sail, and they stopped. 6-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
To the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. Interesting.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown. But it's incomplete. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does. Go his way, and he loses the timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. The corners are walked up tight. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. The Scarlet Knights will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants it all. And it's incomplete. The long. fourth down is to no avail.
Offensively, this is a beautiful timeout because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Stevens. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Spears. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Lions is back in the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. He's looking to pass. Under fire. Touchdown, Penn State! And the stomping has commenced. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Here comes the two-point try. They'll go to the air. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. After scoring a touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. This is what